I had a hyper creativity that just could not be subdued. Now, I don't know where it comes from. It's innate. But when that sperm hit the egg, it was fireworks. My name's Gregangelo. I was born in San Francisco on August 27th, 1966 on California Street. How about that? And I'm still here. I've traveled quite a bit, but it's definitely home. I work as an entertainer, so I've been very lucky to be able to travel around the world. When I was deciding what art school I wanted to go to, I spent about 3 months in New York City. And then I had a sister who moved to Cairo, Egypt. I didn't really live there, but I would spend a lot of time between San Francisco and Cairo. And at the time, I was also working on many Egyptian projects. My mom, she maybe lived here for about 5 months, and then us kids took it over. She remarried and moved to where she lived and died over on California Street. She's got a thing with California Street. We were very young in high school, living here alone and independent and quite responsible as well. And then that's sort of how it started. The first time I can crawl and move my hands, I would just make shit out of anything. It's not tried. None of this is tried. This is all, I remember when I was painting this thing on the ceiling, the Galaxy, I got a bunch of chemicals and I just started mixing it, and I screwed up the formula so bad that it took about 7 years to dry. You know what I mean? And it smelled like hell. I think it's dry now. It's a home, but it's actually a business. It's called the Gregangelo Museum, but this is not really a museum, and it's certainly not a museum to me. It is a San Francisco arts attraction, though. Companies come to us, sometimes we self-produce. Like these days, we had a really good run where we were getting commissions for shows. Right now we're kind of back to self-producing on a smaller level, which is really fun actually, because right now, because our corporate culture has just snuffed out humanity, all of a sudden there's a great hunger for these really immersive, meaningful experiences, because they don't get that at work. They don't get it through their perks, they don't get it through their money, they don't get it through anything. Their what do you call it, human resources have sucked the souls out of them. My company's velocity, V equals D over T. Velocity is distance over time. It does, as far as we know, that can never end. It can only keep recycling and renewing, adapting. The only time I would say I'm exhausted is to say it as a joke. It's kind of making fun of all the people that always say all day long, oh, I'm so stressed out, oh, I'm so exhausted, oh, I'm so this. Because I really have learned through experience that you can speak your own existence into existence. That's really quite simple. I had a little business in Arizona. I had a property there. Completely looted it and turned into a meth lab. I went in, it was destroyed. I got a call from our accountant saying, your finances are so low this year that you got to start kind of, laying people off. You have to tone down. And I broke into laughter. Total laughter, not nervous laughter, like joy. Like I broke into total joy. I ended up calling the artist that day, said, get over right now. I didn't even tell them at the end of the rope. I'm like, we're just going to start creating new stuff. And we did fine. And I kind of said, we're going to open the house more as a venue now because this is what we have left. Really, halfway through the sentence, the doorbell rings. And there's people at the door saying, we want to see the house. I didn't even know they were coming. And since then, it's just been this floodgate. Had I built this house for me to just sit around in, that would be a disgrace. It would be a disgrace. Right now I'm in a major adaptation phase. I'm really grateful to have the energy to do that. A lot of people my age are already winding down and thinking about those kind of things. What's that word they say? It starts with an R. It's retirement. It's such a ridiculous word. You can only retire from something that you really don't want anymore, you know what I mean?